My voice is audible? Give me a one reply so that I can just start the session. Yes, Naresh sir, excellent. So daily at 10 p.m. to 11 p.m., our class in the English medium will be go on BRBL subject. Okay? Now, let's start with the module D. The first act that we are going to complete is Indian Contract Act 1872. 1872 means this act has been made in 1872. So, Contract Act we will finish in 5 days because today we will finish the journal concept of contract and 3 days we will cover the spatial principle of contract. So that's why class this session is very much important. Okay, now what is general principle of contract? Because see, contract is a very normal thing. First of all, always keep in mind that the BRBL subject, whatever we have to learn in this for the CIB exam, all 25 act in the practical life also, these acts are very much important. So guys, if you just see the example of contract, you all are paid candidate. It means paid student. It means you people have paid some amount and then only you are allowed to see the classes, right? So why? Because you are paid. So you have done the contract with Adda 24/7. So what is this that you have done the contract with Adda 24/7? It means that you are involved in the contract. This is a very simple example. The next example, suppose if you go to watch the movie, if you are doing shopping, what is this? This is the example of contract. If any customer is coming in your bank, he wants to open the account, he wants to take loan, he wants to deposit the amount. What he is doing? He is doing contract with opposite party. So contract is basically in the contract. In 2 days, we are going to finish the meaning and essential points of contract. We have to complete the essential of valid contract and contract act and banking. That's it. Okay, that's great. Okay, now let's start with the session. This contract act come into force in the first day of September 1872. It applied to the whole India. This contract act is basically divided into two parts. The first part is general principle of contract section 1 to 75 and special principle of contract section 124 to 238. So what is the basic thing in journal principle and special principle of contract? In journal principle class, we have to understand the journal thing. Journal means suppose water. Everyone drink water, right now. So in contract, suppose if you just offer Adda 24/7 that I want to purchase the new selection batch, it means you people are offering, next party accepting. So journal principle of contract contain the various terms. So in this session class, in these 2 days, we have to study about the journal terms of Indian Contract Act, a very basic term, right? And spatial principle of contract, something spatial, just like your suppose in my wardrobe there is a special kanjivaram sari. So kanjivaram sari is different from rest of the sari, right now. So same thing, the spatial principle of contract contain the spatial terms. So in this spatial contract we will study 5 spatial types of contract. Okay, so these are the classification, or you can say you know the bifurcation of the Indian Contract Act. Now, in Indian contract, the total section is 266. But where is 76 to 123 and where is 239 to 266? So class, these section has been removed. What I say? These section, you can say here, these section has been removed from the Indian Contract Act. Now, this portion become a new act, that is SOGA Act. SOGA means Sales of Good Act, and this portion has been removed. It's become the Partnership Act. So this is the basic thing. It's mean Indian Contract Act, the SOGA and partnership is the part of Indian Contract Act. That is so simple. Okay? सुमित नागपाल सर यहाँ पे मेल करिए मुझे ठीक है प्लीज मेल है नाउ सी the basic formula of contract. Suppose I will take the one name that is Sharda ma'am. Sharda ma'am, a one simple example of contract, and your topic will be finished. Suppose Sharda ma'am is there. Sharda ma'am have taken the batch from Adda 24/7, and that batch name is New Selection Batch of CIB. So Sharda ma'am offer Adda 24/7 that I want to purchase the CIB new selection batch. So in that case, when Sharda ma'am is demanding, so what she is doing? She is actually offering. Adda is accepting. So when offer is merged with acceptance, that become promise. Promise in legal term is called agreement. Promise in legal term is called agreement. And in the Indian Contract Act, we have to only study about the legal agreement, not social agreement, not religious agreement. I'm giving the one example of social agreement. Social agreement means suppose if I invited Pratik sir to come in my home for dinner. When Pratik sir came, I didn't make any dinner. So can Pratik sir file a case on me? Tell me. Can Pratik sir file a case on me? Yes, Pratik sir. Tell me. The answer is no. Why? Because that is a social agreement. Yes, Pratik sir have accepted my offer, but if I didn't make dinner, so it doesn't mean that he will file a case on me. So in that so that's why social agreement we do not have to deal. We have to deal with the legal agreement. So in legal agreement class, there should be law enforceability. What is law enforceability? It means any party. It means whatever the parties in the contract all have right to file a case. Suppose if Adda have taken the price and Adda is not showing the class, you can file the case. Sharda ma'am have taken the given the this one. In another example, suppose Sharda ma'am is saying that sir, I will pay money after the class, after this finishing of this batch. In that case, if Sharda ma'am is not paying the money, so Adda will file the case on Sharda ma'am. So it means in legal agreement there should be law enforceability. And when the law will enforce, that is equal to contract. And in any legal agreement, there should be consideration from both sides. What is consideration? Consideration means something for something. Consideration means something for something. So, batch and money is the consideration for Sharda ma'am and Adda 24/7. That's it. Okay, so this is the basic formula because in general principle of contract now we are going to study these terms. So that's why this formula is very, very much important. Now, see, whatever we have read, we have to understand what is proposal, what is accepted, what is promise, who is promiser, and who is promisee. So, proposal means offer. So, this is the definition of offer. When one person signifies to another person his willingness to do or not to do something with a view to obtaining consent of that other person is called proposal. One person is offering, another person is accepting. And when a person to whom proposal is made, okay, and that person signify his assent, that is called accepted. So proposal become promise when accepted. Exactly the formula. Who is promiser? The person who is making proposal. Who is promisee? The person who is accepting the proposal. That's it. And in the YT session, always we do the session of at 8 a.m. So in 8 a.m. session from the next week, I'm going to teach you the definition portion of the act. And these definitions are very, very much important from the examination point of view. Right now, we are doing the summary of the act and exam oriented questions. I think you all people are seeing the YT session. I think you all people are seeing the YT session. If you are not seeing the YT session, please see the YouTube sessions. Because right now we are doing summary of the act and exam oriented questions. Okay, so please see the session. Because after that, Lavanya ma'am, we are going to start definition portion of each act. Because in your syllabus of CIB ma'am, definition is already written in each act. So that's why definition portion is important. Okay, class, now. In your legal subject, that is BRBL, I will not force you to learn the section. But if you don't want to lose 2 to 3 what marks, because section based question will come 2 to 3 marks. So if you don't want to lose these marks now, so please you can learn whatever section that I will highlight in the session. Only this thing you have to learn. Okay, now, so what is section 10 class? Section 10 is the very, very much essential, section of this one. Section 10 is known as the backbone of Indian Contract Act. Backbone. So what exactly the Indian Section 10 say about? Section 10 say all agreement are contract. Just learn the formula. All agreement are contract if they are made by free consent. Free consent means the party that the doing contract without any pressure. That is called free consent. The party must be competent to contract. What is competent to contract? Competent means capable. Competent means the person should be plus 18. The person should be sound mind. The person should not be disqualified by law. These persons are known as competent person. Exactly, Lavanya. In the valid contract, there must be lawful consideration. Sharda ma'am is not giving me drugs in the case of this batch. Drugs is illegal, unlawful. So consideration must be lawful with a lawful object. What is lawful object? Lawful object is basically the purpose of the contract should be lawful. And contract should not be declared void. It means valid essential point must be fulfilled to complete the contract. That's it, class. So this is all about section 10. And right now we are going to explain each point in one slide. Any doubt till now? Yes, class. Any doubt till now? Any doubt? Yes? Sandhya ma'am, Lavanya ma'am. No doubt, Sharda ma'am? Excellent. Okay. If any doubt, please ask me. Okay, now see. Section 10, that is the explanation of section 10. Section 10 explanation. First, there must be offer, there must be acceptance. Exactly. But offer must be clear and defined. What is clear and defined? Suppose Madan sir, you are the shopkeeper. Okay, Madan sir, you are the shopkeeper. Madan sir, if I say you, Madan sir, please give me a mobile. My offer is clear. Which mobile you will give me, Madan sir? You are a shopkeeper. You are selling the mobile. I'm saying you, Madan sir, give me the mobile. Tell me, You will give me Nokia 600. You will give me iPhone 14. What? Tell me, Madan sir, in that case. Sundu Dhal sir, not expressly void means, not expressly means written. Sundu sir, it means suppose if I say you, Sundu sir, to just go and cash the star, that is possible. Naina, that is not possible. This is void. So void cannot be executed. So in that case, if I just demand the mobile, it means that my offer is not clear and defined, so it cannot be converted into the valid contract. So offer must be clear and defined. I want iPhone 14. That's it. Acceptance must be absolute and unconditional. Suppose I want to sell my car. So the price of my car is fixed by me or opposite party. Yes, price of the car is fixed by me or opposite party class? Tell me. Me or opposite party? Me, ma. Because I want to sell. Because I want to sell. So that's why acceptance must be unconditional without any condition. Absolute means it's my choice. My 20 lakh car, I want to sell it only for rupees 10,000. It's my choice. This should be free. It is a valid contract. So don't think that if 20 lakh car is sale only for 10,000, it's my choice. Okay. Now see the definition that is written here. A proposal by letter to B sell the car for rupees 10,000. This is known as proposal. A is the promiser, B is the promisee. That is result to contract. Okay. Now, so class, this offer, and there's a one word, one more word, invitation to offer. What is invitation to offer? Invitation to offer means suppose in this shop, sale is going on. In this shop class, sale is going on. That 90% sale. So in that case, if Nikita ma'am is going to purchase the suppose cloth in that shop, it means that shop have invited me, because that invitation to offer is for all the person. So Nikita ma'am get influenced by this invitation. She just go to the shop, and now class, this invitation to offer is converted into offer, and then offer plus acceptance, etc. going on. So this is the example. So it means class, invitation to offer always come before offer. See, before offer class. So this is very, very much important. Okay. What exactly the invitation to offer? Now, proper offer, proper acceptance with intention, the legal relationship. It means class, in any valid contract, there must be legal relationship. There is a one very famous case, that is Balfour versus Balfour. In this case class, please listen the fact of the case, because you can get this fact as a case study question. So you have to tell me the answer. Husband and wife is there. Okay. Husband and wife just go to the Australia for holiday. Done. Wife get admitted in the hospital. Husband have to go to India because they both belong to India, and husband have to do the work. So husband is saying to his wife that I will give you 50,000 rupees per month for the hospital or your maintenance. Okay. But after 3 months, husband stop giving the money. So can class wife file the case on husband? Hanji. In this case, wife can file the case on husband. The answer will be the answer will be no. Aha, why yes, Bala sir? Why yes? Why is Sharda ma'am? In that case, why is Sharda ma'am? You are married now. If your husband is saying, ma'am, in the evening, Sharda ma'am, I will bring a very, you know, a very beautiful necklace. But at that night, suppose husband got forget. So you will file the case on your husband. Huh, ma'am? The conversation, the promise that is done between husband and wife, that is not a, okay, that cannot be. Okay. Sharda ma'am saying that, ma'am, marriage is a legal contract. Sharda ma'am, who say marriage is a legal contract? Ma'am, in Hindu law, marriage is sacrament. Marriage is custom. In Muslim community, ma'am, marriage is a legal contract. Understand, Sharda ma'am? So the conversation between husband and wife cannot be converted into the legal relationship. Same thing apply to this one. The court held that agreements such as these were outside the realm of contract. It means that cannot be converted into the contract. That is a very famous case. So if you want to know that from where the case studies question come, so in that, whatever the fact that I have teach you in the Balfour versus Balfour, these types of questions come in the case studies question. These types of question. Okay, good. Mutual consent between the party. What is mutual consent? Suppose Nikita ma'am want to sell red BMW. Nikita ma'am have two BMW, one blue color, one red color. Nikita ma'am want to sell this red color. Now in that case, the opposite party, that is the suppose Niharika ma'am want blue car, blue BMW car of Nikita ma'am. So in that case, the consent of Nikita ma'am and Niharika ma'am both are different, because Nikita ma'am want to sell this one and Niharika ma'am want to purchase blue one. So if there is a no consensus ad idem, what is consensus ad idem? It's a legal term. It means same thing in the same sense. So for valid contract, there must be same thing in the same sense. Kunu ma'am, in Christianity also, Christianity have a different religion. In Christianity, it's a marriage. But in Muslim community, marriage is a contract, civil contract. Really means, sir, preview. Where outside the provision, you can also say provision means section. Outside the provision of contract. Okay, sir? Outside the contract. Now, C class. There should be free consent. It means if the two-person is doing contract, it should be without any what? Pressure. Coercion means to threaten. Undue influence means hypnotize. Fraud means to deceive. Misrepresentation means wrong representation. Mistake means error. So, class, if I say you the meaning of free consent, so contract should be free from coercion, undue influence, fraud, misrepresentation, mistake. Why, ma'am? The answer is very simple. Why it should be free from these things? Because if contract is done by coercion, undue influence, fraud, or misrepresentation, the contract will be voidable. Voidable contract. So, what is voidable contract? Tell me, class. Upasna ma'am. If I, with a gunpoint, if I say you, Upasna ma'am, please write your, just sign your signature and give me your all property to me by just gunpoint. So in that case, Upasna ma'am signed the agreement. Now it is a contract, but it is not a valid contract. Why? Because with a threaten, Upasna ma'am have signed. So class, tell me, Nikita ma'am or Upasna ma'am, who have a right to breach the contract? Who wants to Finish the contract. Upasana ma'am or me? Tell me who have a right? It is exactly Upasana ma'am. Upasana ma'am have a right because threaten is given by Nikita ma'am to Upasana ma'am. So Upasana ma'am have right to breach the contract. So class, in all the cases, there should be voidable contract. Why? Because there is a lack of free consent. There is a lack of class free consent in this example. Sharda ma'am, Nikita ma'am have not right to breach the contract because Nikita ma'am is in profit na. Nikita ma'am by threaten take the all property of Upasana ma'am. So in that case, okay, in that case you can say this. Yes, class. Any doubt till now? We are doing the essential points of the valid contract. This is very, very much important. And those candidates who are new in this session, who are just seeing this session, so I would like to say you that this new selection batch is already started from 3rd of April. So if you want to take this, you can see the recorded session here. You can see the recorded session here. Okay? Yes, class. Any doubt? Any doubt, class? Okay, Kunu ma'am, mistake example. Okay, I will give you the mistake example. Mistake means, suppose Nikita ma'am through agreement, she is saying that Sharda ma'am, I will give you my house by I think 50 lakh rupees because it's very costly. So Nikita ma'am in this agreement just write the 50 lakh. But by mistake, ma'am, I just write 50,000. By mistake, I just write 50,000. So in that case, ma'am, Sharda ma'am have a right either, or Nikita ma'am have a right either to edit the mistake or just leave the or just leave the contract. So mistake means it's an mistake means there is a lack of essential points of valid contract. Okay, so this is the example of mistake. It means galti. Okay, that's cool. Next, parties must be competent to contract. What is competent? Competent means capable. So the person who is major, the person who is sound mind, the person who is not disqualified by law, these three persons are capable to enter into the contract. Prakash sir is saying, ma'am, if a contract is made fraudulently, within how many days it can be breached? Prakash sir, in any contract now, the party themselves write the times and performance of the date. Because in contract, sir, the law will not involve. In the contract, the parties will explain their right and duties. So the time and date will decide in the contract by the mutual consent of the parties, sir. Okay, Prakash, sir? When you get to know the fraudulent activity, Prakash sir, na, then you can breach the contract, Prakash sir. When you get to know that Nikita ma'am have done fraud, then you have a right to breach the contract. Okay? And you have a limitation of 3 years. You have to file the case. After 3 years, your limitation period will be finished. Did you understand? Your limitation period will be finished. Okay? Cool. Now, see this. The person who is not qualified to enter into contract, same opposite of these things. Minor, lunatic. Lunatic means a mad person, and the person disqualified by law. So these person cannot enter into the contract. These person cannot enter into the contract. That is so simple. That is so simple. What is person disqualified by law? Suppose a convict person. Convict person means the person who is in the jail. Foreign sovereign, the person who is okay outside. The outsider that's come in India and who have a sovereign power of that country. That person cannot do the contract. He have to take permission from the government. Diplomatic staff, same. The person who come outside India in India and they are living in the embassy or etc. So these person are disqualified to do any contract. Now class, there is a one famous case. There is a one famous case of this one. This is very, very much important. Mohri Bibi versus Dharmodas Ghosh case. The question can become as a case study from this case. So, what exactly happened in that case? A one minor is there. Minor have taken, suppose, from X person 10 lakh rupees, and minor had given immovable property as a security. When X get to know that this is minor, X want to take his 10 lakh rupees. So class, tell me that this contract will be execute or not. Hanji class. This contract will be execute or not. Tell me class. Minor. Hello Ravi Kumar sir. I think you are in the first paid batch if I'm not wrong. Ravi Kumar Boma. Because your cute little girl is always also there in the first batch. It is not a valid contract. Exactly. Not execute. That is really very great. Good. Now, C class, what is there? What is there? What courts say in that case? See, in this case, a minor borrowed certain sum and as a security repay, he gave a mortgage of certain immovable property. Later on, the minor sued for getting aside the mortgage because minor say that I am minor, you cannot take my property. The mortgagee demand the return of the money given by him to the minor. The court held that agreement made by minor was void ab initio and there is a no question of refunding the money. So this is the decision which is still by this one. Exactly, Upasna ma'am. Exactly. This is possible. Yes, class. Any doubt in this case? Your case studies question will come in that form. Your case studies question will come in that form. So that's why this is very, very much important. Any doubt, class? Till now, any doubt? Exactly, ma'am. Void ab initio, ma'am, Srilata ma'am, that is void from the very beginning. Vithal Konda, sir, you just joined late, na? So simply, I have just told you the. Are Baba Srilata ma'am, void ab initio. Initio means, ma'am, from the initial. Suppose, ma'am, if a minor person is doing contract, so it means, ma'am, minor cannot do contract because whatever the agreement which is made by minor, ma'am, this is absolutely void ab initio. So void ab initio means, ma'am, a very simple thing that is void from the very beginning. Void from the very beginning. This is called, ma'am, void ab initio. Vitessel case is very simple, sir. The minor have given a immovable property as security to Y person and just demand 10 lakh rupees. Later on, the minor is saying that I am a minor, please give me my immovable property. So in that case, what the court held that agreement that is made by a minor is void ab initio and there was a no question of refunding the money from the ex person, from the minor. Exactly. Okay. There was it means class in that case, according to court, X cannot demand back his 10 lakh rupees because that is the decision which is given in Mohri Bibi. And Mohri Bibi is the famous case in which the concept of void ab initio was come into picture. Can we sue the minor when he Attend the majority? No, Nagesh sir. Exactly, Madhu Chanda ma'am. Baba, please see the first class, ma'am. Vittal sir, the property will be X will give back the property to the minor, but the money X cannot take his money. Why? Because that is the decision which is given in that case. But later on, Vittal sir, later on, the X can also take the money from minor. When it is found that the minor have done fraud, in that case, X can demand the money. Madhu Chanda ma'am, please see the first class that is held at 28th of April. Please, ma'am. On that first class, ma'am, I have already told you the chapters and the syllabus of CIB. Okay, ma'am? That's cool. Any problem, class? Yes. So you people say, na, ma'am, from where the case study questions come. So case studies questions come from these case. Any doubt, class? Any doubt? Yes? No doubt? Excellent. And class, I will give you the questions of each act also. But first of all, let me complete at least one act so that I will give you the questions. Okay? Now, this is very, very much important. What is written here? See. Section 12. No need to learn the section. What is section 12 say? It's deal with what is sound mind for the purpose of contracting. It means what is sound mind person. So sound mind means that we all are sound mind. It means at the time of making contract, I am capable to understand the contract. I can form the rational judgment. Who is unsound mind here? Yes, Varun sir? Sharda ma'am? Who is unsound in this batch? I think we all are sound person, right? Class, we all are sound person, no? Who is unsound? We all are sound person, na? Upasna ma'am, right? So it means, ma'am, while doing contract, we can easily understand, we can easily make a judgment. Now, these 2 points are very, very important. Okay? These points are very, very important. See, the person who is usually unsound, usually means generally, suppose X person, X is the name of person, suppose generally X person is unsound. Unsound means opposite of sound mind. But occasionally sound mind, it means in a day, 22 hour that person is unsound, only 2 hour that person is sound mind. So if in 2 hour that person is sound mind, he may make a contract when he is sound mind. That is very important concept. Yes, Sanjay sir. Class, this is very important concept. The person who is usually unsound, suppose of 24 hour, 22 hour he is unsound. But occasionally means kabhi kabar. In some days, he is sound mind. So when he is sound mind, he can make a contract. And that contract should be, and that contract will be valid contract. Tanmay sir, I'm giving you the example. I'm giving you the example. Suppose 6 months the person is unsound mind, but for 1 month that person is sound mind. So in that 1 month, that person can do the contract. See the next point. Next point here. The person who is usually sound mind. Suppose Nikita ma'am is sound mind, right? Na? Nikita ma'am is sound mind, na? But occasionally means some days Nikita ma'am become unsound. So in some days, if Nikita ma'am become unsound, so in that stage, she cannot make a contract when she is unsound mind. Shruti ma'am is asking that, ma'am, How to know the person is sound mind and unsound mind? So, ma'am, it's depend upon the opposite party. Suppose, Shruti ma'am, I'm a mad person. Okay, Shruti ma'am, I have done a contract. I have done a contract, okay, with you. The actual property not belong to me, but I just sign the contract and give it to you. In that case, ma'am, when my matter will be go to the court now, suppose opposite party will say Nikita ma'am is unsound mind, sir, that contract is not valid contract. So now my family will prove that Nikita, this is the medical certificate, Nikita ma'am is unsound mind. That is a reality. You know, ma'am, Shruti ma'am, these types of case just go to the court. So that's why we have just make these types of law. That's why, ma'am, we have just make these types of law. Understand, Shruti ma'am? Class, any doubt? First of all, please tell me the doubt. See the example, ma'am. See the example, then there will be more clarity. See the example. A patient in a lunatic asylum who at interval sound mind. It means the person is mad, but at some time he becomes sound. He may contract during those interval. Exactly. A sane man, sane means sound person, who is delirious from fever and who is so drunk that he cannot understand the terms of the contract, form a rational judgment. Okay. He cannot, what is this? He cannot contract while such delirium or drunkenness last. This is important one. This is important one, class. And delirious means actually disturbed state of mind. Actually disturbed state of mind, class. Actually disturbed state of mind. Yes, class. Any doubt? That is so simple. Any doubt, class? Done? Now, there should be lawful consideration. Something for something. Price. An agreement without consideration is void. It means in any contract, when there is a no consideration, so the contract will be void. That is very important. But, there are exception also. There are exception also, class, in which agreement without consideration is valid. Oh my god. It means exception of this point. In one time, I'm saying agreement without consideration is void. That is absolutely true because in every contract we want something for something. But in the last sentence, I just said that agreement without consideration is valid. How it is possible? This is possible. See, A person have given gift to the B person. I'm giving you one example. That gift A had given in written form, in the written agreement. In gift, B do not have to give anything to A person. That contract is valid contract. An agreement made out of natural love and affection. An agreement made out natural love and affection, and it should be in writing and registered. This is very important. Suppose in birthday party we just give the gift. This is that not come under this one. The gift that we give in the written form. Written form, it means opposite party is giving nothing, but this is also called the valid contract. Yes, class. And to whom we will give the gift, that person should be relation with each other. On that person, I will give gift. Is that clear, class? Bank, no, it is exactly, Kunu ma'am. Yes. Okay. Example, Ananta ma'am. Okay, I'm giving example. Ananta ma'am, suppose Nikita ma'am had given BMW car, BMW car as a gift to my husband with written that Nikita, I just make a gift deed and that is a authenticate deed. Okay, so ma'am, in the gift deed, I am not demanding anything from my husband, but that is written and this. In the future, ma'am, I cannot say that this car is mine because I have gifted to my husband. So this is, ma'am, a valid contract. Exactly, Madan sir. Sir, if it is writing and registered, so what is registered, sir? Register means that show the authentication of the document. That's it. Because, ma'am, gift, we cannot give it to any person. Between parties standing in near relation to each other. That's it. Is that clear? Okay. Any doubt, class? So I have just told you the exception of this point. Exception of this point. Done. Performance must not be impossible. In a contract, whatever the agreement or contract we are doing now, that should be possible. It should not be impossible. It should be possible. Suppose if I say you, Madan sir, can you touch the sun? Then I will give you 5 crore rupees. Is that possible, sir? Can you touch the sun? Is that possible, sir? Is that possible? No, in that time, Ananta ma'am, I'm just saying you sun. That is not possible, Madan sir. So in the contract, the thing must be possible. Okay? That's it. Agreement must be certain. What is certain? Clear. I want CIB new selection batch. That's it. Okay? But Kunu ma'am, gift I can give it to any person, ma'am. It is written and registered, na ma'am. It is written and registered. It means whatever person I'm gifting, that is written. So I cannot in the future, ma'am, I cannot say that this is not mine. The opposite, I cannot say that give me my gift. No, because with the authentication, I have given my gift to my husband. Okay? Kunu ma'am, in divorce case, when husband have to give the maintenance, na, this is the contract between husband and wife, ma'am. This is the contract between husband and wife. If the husband will not give maintenance, wife can sue the file on husband. Is that clear, ma'am? Okay. So agreement must be certain. This is certain. Last, lawful object. The contract main theme should be lawful object. It means if you are taking the paid batch of CIB, that is a lawful object. But if I say you, Madan sir, this is the drugs, you have to shift it to the another person. So that is not possible. That is unlawful. So unlawful object cannot be converted into the valid contract. That's it. Okay. Now the last point. Agreement should not be void. Agreement should be legal. Agreement should be valid. Agreement should not be void in valid contract. This is the last point. So what exactly that is written here? Suppose agreement. Agreement without consideration is void. We have already done. Agreement without consideration is void. We have already done. Agreement in restraint of marriage, restraint of trade, restraint of legal proceeding. What is restraint? Restraint means to stop. I'm giving you one example. A and B. A is saying to B, suppose that company belongs to A. That company belongs to A. Okay? So in that case, A is saying to B that you cannot leave this company at least for 10 years. So what A is doing? A is restraining the business, or you can say the trade of B. You people are also working in a bank class. So the bank have give you a letter that you cannot leave this bank. Tell me, in the joining, you people have signed this agreement that you cannot leave this bank. You have signed any document. You can also, voluntarily from this. 2-year probation is different, Ananta ma'am. Probation is different. But bank is not, saying you that you have to stay here only. It's your job. So the person who will make the contract, make the agreement in which he is restraining the marriage, that you cannot marriage to this person. And suppose if you marriage to that person. So I'm just giving you one example. A is saying to B that if you will not marriage in the future, I will give you what? Nee. In the marriage, I will give you example. Restraining the marriage. In the agreement, B is working in the company. In the agreement, it is written there, nobody can marriage before 30 in my company. So this agreement, you are restraining someone that before 30 he cannot marriage. Suppose B person marriage at the age of 28 year. So A person can go to the court. A person can go to the court class. Tell me. A person can go to the court. The answer is no. Baba, it's my choice. It's my freedom. Okay, that's cool. So this is legal proceeding. Same in the agreement. I just signed from the Lavanya ma'am. You cannot file the case on me in the future. That is restraining. I'm restraining your legal rights. I cannot do. These are void agreement. Agreement void for uncertainty. If it is not clear, that is void. If it is impossible, that is void. And what is wager? Wager means betting. IPL is going on, na? Class IPL is going on, na? In IPL, if I say to Kalpana ma'am, if Rajasthan Royals win, I will give you 5 lakh. And you are saying if Mumbai Indians win, I will give you Nikita ma'am 5 lakh. Mumbai Indians win. She is not giving me 5 lakh rupees. So can I file the case on her? Can I file the case on her, class? Tell me, class, can I file the case on her? Never. Never, never, never. Exactly. So, class, this is all your types of void agreement. Okay. So, this is the conclusion that we have read today. This is the conclusion, Sanjay sir, that we have read today. There must be two parties, legal relationship, fulfillment of legal formalities, certainty, possibility of performance. There should be agreement, free consent, competency of party, lawful consideration, legal object, not expressly declared to be void. That's it. Finish. This portion is finished. We will do the next version tomorrow. Okay, class? Till then, bye bye. Good night. And please see the YT session of 8 a.m. Okay, good night.